In just under 2 years, Ruto has become very, very unpopular. And it's also true he's making leaders supporting him very, very unpopular. I've always maintained here, not once, not twice, that as time goes by, some of these leaders will be forced to abandon William Ruto or they will go silent. And that is so because as time goes by, Ruto is becoming very unpopular and supporting him is making these leaders also unpopular. The ones who voted yes for the finance bill are really finding the ground very hostile for them. We are getting some information that some have been forced to relocate their families to some other places. They are no longer living in their homes, they are living in hotels. An elected representative running away from the people he or she should be representing. That's how unpopular these leaders have become. Some are now asking for forgiveness. They want Kenyans, the Gen Zs, to forgive them. One such leader is Nakuru Town East Member of Parliament, David Gikaria. David Gikaria is saying this: I'm sorry, please forgive me. And then a lady here, allegedly his wife, he's sorry, please forgive him. If you look at this post they have taken, it's very clear that this is meant for social media or for online. They are taking good photos. The man saying, I'm sorry, the wife saying he's sorry. And he's cleverly using the wife here for sympathy. I want us to dig deep into all this for Kenyans to understand what's happening here. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. Why is this MP asking for forgiveness? And is he really serious that he wants to be forgiven? Has he learned any lesson, or is just trying to play on the psychology of Kenyans? This MP is asking for forgiveness because he has realized the ground is serious. At first, maybe he thought the ground was just joking. But having seen what happened to some of his colleagues, some their houses were burnt. This member, I know his house was also burnt. They have realized the ground is serious. The ground is not joking. That's why he is apologizing and is cleverly using the wife for sympathy. That's what is happening here. I believe that these MPs should not be forgiven. They are trying to eat from both sides. They want to eat from the government and they also want to eat from the people. In that they are using the people to earn salaries. By voting for them, you are just giving them jobs where they earn salaries. So this is a person who wants to eat from both sides, from the government and from the people. And even before they voted yes, UDA Member of Parliament Koimburi told us that each MP who voted yes was being given 2 million. For every yes vote, 2 million. So you are seeing clearly these members of parliament left parliament with millions. The millions are in their pockets, so they want to identify with the people with the millions in their pockets. Kenyans should not forgive these incompetent members of parliament. This time around, Kenyans should prove to these members of parliament that they are their bosses. If you look at these MPs, for an MP to decide to go against the people, he has already weighed this option between the government and the people, who is superior. If you see voting with the government side, he already sees the government side is more superior. How? The people should also understand what they want. There is no need of hating your MP while you know you will vote in Ruto. That's what is causing all this confusion. Because these leaders, they know you will vote for Ruto. So they're just voting, passing that bill because after all, they think you are pretending. You are not serious when you say reject the bill. So the people should also get serious. If you hate a bill being pushed by the government, the first person you should be hating is Ruto, because he's the one pushing these MPs to vote for the bill. So let's get serious. If you hate a bill, also hate Ruto. If Kenyans do that, these elected leaders will be taking Kenyans seriously. I'm saying that because if you look on how Parliament voted, Kalenjin, Rift Valley, and the Mountain supported that bill. And I think they supported that bill because they think Kenyans in those areas are not genuine, not honest. They'll still support Ruto. So Kenyans on the ground should wake up. They should be serious. If you look at this member of parliament, I'm seeing a person who's just playing on the psychology of Kenyans. Anytime this MP sees the people, they see a people who do not have any direction at all. And I'm saying that because largely, if you look on how these ones campaigned, they were giving handouts and tokens to Kenyans. Politics of kitu kidogo. Such a leader cannot take you seriously. But if Kenyans can mature to stop accepting handouts from these politicians, the politicians will be respecting Kenyans. As long as Kenyans are still accepting their handouts, they will not take Kenyans seriously. A few days ago, I saw Didmas Baraza. He posted something through his social media accounts, and he was telling Gen Zs to comment on that post, after which he was going to give each Gen Z 1,000 Kenya shillings. So the mentality of these members of parliament, they look down upon Kenyans because Kenyans accept handouts from them. That's a behavior that Kenyans should now stop for these MPs to take them seriously. As I conclude, looking at these leaders, and more so these ones on the mountain, they were hanging on William Ruto's court to be elected. And one way of knowing a leader who will be a sycophant is a leader who cannot stand on his or her 2 feet to be elected. He or she will come to you invoking the name of a national leader. Thus, a leader who, when elected, will be a sycophant. Elect leaders who are independent. Independent leaders will make independent decisions. But these ones invoking national leaders' names to be elected, those are sycophants, and they'll just serve the interests of the name of that person they invoked when they were campaigning. That's also something Kenyans should know. And now they are taking these photos because they have realized social media has become very effective. So times are changing. Previously, some of these politicians were not taking social media seriously. They were assuming that social media has no influence. They are now coming to terms with the reality that social media has serious influence. Let me stop it there. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Any person watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.